Okay, mic test. How do I sound? Okay, looks like we sound good. I think we're ready. Okay everyone, welcome to our first stream of Car Mechanic Simulator, where we're going to be building cars from, well, first of all we're going to start fixing cars for clients because we're going to start small, and at the long run we expand our shop and then start owning more equipment and more tools to help us efficiently in our process. And then hopefully along the way we become one of the biggest shops in the town, and we can start building our own cars and selling it. It should be fun, so hopefully you guys find it fun as well. But before I get started, let me set up my graphics, make sure everything is in order, and then we jump in. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's go back to the main menu and let's hit play. We're gonna start a new game, first slot. I'm gonna call it North. Okay, so let's see, easy, simplified classic game mode. Now I've played this game before when it first launched back in 2021, and you know, I played and made huge progress. I don't remember what difficulty I used. It definitely wasn't easy though, so it may have been normal or expert, I'm not really sure. But let's see, simplified classic game mode, great for beginners, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm definitely not choosing that. Let's see, classic gameplay, regular orders with ramping difficulty. So I think I want to stick with normal because it's like, you know, as the word suggests, normal, basically like in real life. And then we have expert, only for experienced players. Remove descriptions, parts and bolts, outlines, double XP. I could go with this, but because I want us to build up the shop quickly, I think I want to go with normal, because if we should go with this, it might take us a very long time to build up the shop. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with normal for now, and I think sandbox is even going to be worse, you know, basically almost like unrealistic, to be honest. So I'm gonna stick with normal. And no, I don't need a tutorial because I've played this game before. But maybe for the sake of you guys, let's just jump in and see what's up. Okay. So here we are. Like I said, I've played this game before, so I know what I'm doing. Also the fact that, you know, I know a fair bit about cars, thanks to my dad. He's a mechanic. I learned quite a few things from him. Most of my time that I was at home, so I'm pretty good. All right, let's see. So it says approach the phone. The phone is straight up here. There's a phone. It says take an order. So normally these will be taking our orders. So you can see here we have an order here. This is a tutorial, by the way. We haven't started yet. Just so I can show you guys what it actually entails. So normally we'll take the order, then the client will bring the car in. So this is where the car would normally be. Now if we start, our garage is not going to be this big. Right now I think it's like at its maximum level up. This is how big the garage will get once we are at our peak. Or I think maybe a little bit bigger than this. I'm not too sure. But there's extensions of the garage outside. It's not just in here. So there's like a spraying shop. There's like a detailing shop. There's like interior washing shop and stuff like that. Yeah. But for now, this is a tutorial, and I'm pretty sure when you start the shop, like I said, it's not going to be this big. So yeah. It says approach to the front left fender and take off the fender. Yeah. Normally you just have to hold this to take it off. Open the pie menu and change to assembly mode. I think that's right click, assembly mode, and then you can put that back. Maybe a new fender you have or something. Normally, open the hood. You just click to open. Click on the coolant reservoir. Yeah, there we go. Open the pie menu. Additional tools. Pick drain tool. Drain tool. It says hold the reservoir to drain the coolant. Yeah, and we take off the reservoir cup. I think we would have to. Oh yeah, pat on mount rather. Yeah, there we go. Then we can add in a new coolant. No, it's not a free game. It's paid. I mean, it's not. It makes sense why it's not free though, because like, there's not really much. There's not like they can sell you skins or stuff like that to make money, so they have to sell the actual game. So yeah. All right, so lift the car up, and this game has a lot of details when it comes to cars. You know, like lots of details. Enough for you to know the proper functions of a car, but obviously it's not enough for you to actually become a mechanic. You know, it takes a little more practice. But yeah, you definitely will know. You will learn a lot about cars with this game, basically. All right, so let's see. It says approach the oil drain. Move the oil drain to car lift A. Oil drain should be here. We're gonna move that to car lift A, and we're gonna use it to drain the oil. The old oil. You can see it's brown, which means it's used and old. Alright, so let's send that back to where it was. And it says click the suspension. Okay, we have to change the oil filter and replace it with a new one, I think. Again, for those of you who just got here, this is not the actual game. This is just a tutorial just to show you guys what it looks like. So we haven't actually started yet. Now we can lower the car. You can see on the license plate it says tutorial. It's not the actual game hasn't started yet. Alright, so we're gonna fill in an oil. I think that's what it's gonna have us do. I'm gonna pour some oil in here now. Obviously in real life you don't wanna over what do you call it? You don't wanna pour in too much oil. You don't wanna over exceed the limit. So normally when you're pouring it, when you pay attention to the what is it called? The container. Yeah, right now it's lowered a bit. It's not as high as it used to be, which means, you know, you could stop at any point here. But if you keep going, if you take a look down there underneath the funnel, that effect that's going on down there means you're overflowing, and hence you should maybe stop. And realistically, you don't want to fill it to the brim. That's not how it's supposed to be. Maybe somewhere in the mid. All right. Now it says click on front wheel for suspension. Okay, take off the wheel. Okay. Approach the tire changer. I already know how to do all this. Like I said, for the sake of you guys, to show you the tutorial. Alright, we're gonna take that. Now it says install menu. I think we have, okay, here, maybe, yeah, install. New tire, new rim. And I think after that we're gonna have to align it with this tool here. And my sensitivity might be too high. Maybe it's fine. Let's see, take. And we balance it here. Oh, I think I took did I take the wrong one? Oh no. Let's see. Okay. Balance. And take it now. No, I think we can mount it back onto the car. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so click on the front left wheel. Front left, okay, there we go. Take the wheel off. Alright. Take the sway bar. Now this is going to be far more interesting once we start, because it's not going to be like leading you on like it's doing here. You're going to have to figure out where the issue is from the description that the client gives you, so you won't really know. They won't really tell you like, hey, the suspension is bad or anything like that. But the clients will be like, oh, maybe when I'm driving, you know, the car kind of wiggles a bit, and then you'll be like, oh, if it wiggles, then I think maybe it's the suspension, or if it's misfiring, then maybe it's a spark plug or stuff like that, you know. It says approach the spring puller. Let's see. I want to separate this. Sorry. And let's take this off. I think we're gonna assemble again. Take this, take that, and take this. Yeah. Take parts off. I'm gonna put that back. Assembly mode. Screw those in. Now this. I think finally the wheel. I think that should be about it for the tutorial. Alright, so open car status, and I think where's the finish order? Why do I not see finish order? Order summary, where's that? Okay, yeah, there we go. Finish order. Basic tutorial complete. Yeah, alright. Alright, so now I think we can go into the main game now. That was just to show you guys how it works. Alright, so here we are. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Welcome to Car Mech Sim. This is your new garage. Take a look around, get to know your workplace. You have at your disposal an old adapted gas station with its surroundings. Complete orders, purchase and renovate cars and expand your garage. Good luck. Alright, so this is how it starts. That's just a piece of message you get, and then you know, you start everything. These both are our garage entrances. Also this, and like I said, it has extensions. So if we go to the back here, which obviously we don't have yet because we have to keep playing the game to get it, we're going to build stuff all around here. So I think this side is going to be like a washing bay or something, and then I think here is going to be like a detailing area, and I think here is going to be like a spraying shop or something. But it's all going to take time. But yeah, let's get in and then we start. And like I said, it's going to be a small space, and as you can see, we only have one lift. How do I turn this music off? Where is the radio? There we go. Here we go. I'll turn that on maybe for a while. Alright, so like I was saying, it's quite a small shop, and we have only a few equipment. We have the tire changer, wheel balancer. I think we have the spring pulley. We also have this, the oil drain. Yeah, interior detailing toolkit. Only one forklift. Is it a forklift? No, yeah, forklift, whatever it's called. What else? Yeah, toolbox. Now, I think, yeah, this is where we upgrade the garage. Yeah. So with each order that we complete, we get skill points that we're going to use to upgrade the garage and grow it much, much better. And this is where we purchase extra parts of the garage, you know, like the extensions and stuff. So you can see it says expand back end of your garage allows for further development, blah, blah, blah. Each and every single one of these is going to add something to your shop. And this is just like an XP bonus. So for each of them, it's going to improve your efficiency and speed with each one you buy. So you can see we're starting everything at 0%. And we're going to go up as we complete orders in that order. All right. So I think we're ready to take our first order. And the computer is for buying stuff online. You know, parts that maybe you don't have. You want to buy, you can buy them here for each car. So maybe, I don't know, maybe engine parts or interior parts or tires, whatever you need, you will get it here. All right. Is that it? I think so. Yeah. So I think we can start taking orders now. Where is our phone? Oh, there we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, so let's take the first order. So here's one person. Like I said, they're just going to give you a description of what's wrong with the car, and you're going to have to figure out what it could be. Yeah. So let's see. This one expires in 47 seconds. Well, let's go with this. Let's start with this. This says, "Hi, I was just passing by and I noticed your repair shop. It's good that somebody took care of that old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with today is quite a recent purchase. It was used on a daily basis. The condition is rather okay. It would be good to check the oil level and tires. That should be no problem for you if you manage. That should be no problem for you. If you manage, then perhaps this won't be our last meeting. See ya." So I think they stated specifically what they wanted. They want to check their oil levels and then change the tires. So I'm going to accept that. Yeah, take order. I was going to bring the car in. Parked outside. And for this, normally if the tires weren't included, we probably wouldn't have to take the car inside. But now that the tires are included, we have to kind of put it on the forklift so we can raise it and get access to the tires. Because if it's on the ground, we can't take off the tires. So if this was just a usual oil change, and I see it's a carburetor engine, then we would probably not have to take this inside. So let's take this inside. We're going to move the car to forklift, or car lift A. Alright, here we are. Now first things first, let's drain the oil. So I'm going to take this up. Let's take it up one more. And then I'm going to move the oil changer underneath it so that we can remove the old oil. Alright, there we go. So we're going to move it back to place. And while we're here, I think we can, you know what? Usually I forget to top off the engine oil. So let's top that off before we move to the tires. And let's do that here. Alright. So once it banks a little bit, we're going to stop filling it. I think that's enough. Like I said, you don't want to fill the engine oil all the way to the brim. That's not good for the engine. Alright. So let's see. I think, let me see. Yeah, so we changed the oil. All that is left is, I think, the tires. Brake pads needs changing. Brake pads, fuel pump, oil filter. Now, if you take a look here, you can see they've listed all the parts that needs changing. That's because the client already stated what he needed done. But if the client isn't sure of what they need done, for example, if they don't know, also the car is dirty, of course. Yeah. But if they usually don't know what's wrong with the car, obviously this client knew what was wrong with the car. If they didn't know, you're not going to see the names, you're going to see question marks. And it's up to you to figure out which parts of the cars have issues. Then as you find them, then the question marks change into actual names. You know, just so, you know, it's more like, okay, now I've discovered the problem, so it's going to switch to an actual name. Well, you guys will find out as we go. So, we need to change a fuel pump, oil filter. We need to change a round air filter. Okay, I think I may have messed up here. I wasted money because what we should have done first is to change the oil filter before filling it. But because I only paid attention to what the client said, I forgot that the oil filter might also need changing. So we have to drain the perfectly good oil that we just used. That means we've wasted our money. And, it's our fault. The client is not going to pay for that. And let's use the equipment Because obviously if you don't drain it and you remove the oil filter, the oil spills. You're gonna have to pay to clean it up. So let's move that back to its place. Now let's find the oil filter. It's right here. Here. Now let's take that off. So I think we'll need to buy a new one. A new oil filter. That's a V8 filter. Let's go over to the computer and then let's find the main shop. I want to type that here. Oil filter. We need a V8 one. So this one costs 15 credits. So we're going to buy. And then let's fit that to the vehicle. I'm going to mount that up here. Let's put that back there. I think that about does it for the engine parts. Hopefully we can now fill the oil. Yeah, I think we can fill it now. Alright. So wasted precious money there on that perfectly good oil. Let's fill that back in. Again, you don't want to fill it to the brim. Okay, so all that is left is now the brake pads. Actually, let's change the fuel pump first, and it's usually at the back. Fuel pumps are usually on the fuel tank. Let me see if I can find it here. And so there's our fuel pump. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one as well. Let me take a look. Now let's get the air filter as well. So 2 carburetor air filter and a fuel pump. Hold on, let me see. Hot mount. Yeah, I think it's just called a fuel pump. So 2 carb air filter and a fuel pump. So air filter, 2 carb. I don't see it. I'm not sure if you guys see it. There we go. 2 carb. So purchase, and then we also need what was it? A fuel pump. We're gonna get 1 fuel pump as well. And then let's fit that to the car. Let me put my phone on vibrate. It's making weird noise. Alright, so part mount. We're gonna mount the new air filter. And what was the other one? I think we haven't taken that off yet. Let's go here. Bring that down. Let's take that off. We want to take the cover off. Painfully slow, but with time it will improve. I want to take this off, and I want to put a new one there so that we have some clean, good, refreshing air for our engine. Let's see. Screw that back in, or bolt that back in. Close the hood. And I think all that we have now is all that we have left now is the brake pads and the tires. So keep in mind, they're not talking about the rims. I think the rims are good enough for them, but they need a tire change. So we're gonna have to buy 4 tires and 2 brake pads. So the good thing about this is we get to choose what tire we want to buy, because he didn't specify which one he wants. But we also have to make sure, before we buy the tire, we have to make sure that we're buying the right sized tire. You go buy a tire that will not fit this rim, you've wasted your money. So I think we can take it off from here. Let's just take it off. Yeah, so the yellow ones you're seeing means the bolts are rusted and they just won't come off until you use a carburetor spray to soften it and then take it off. There we go. So I don't know which of the brake pads are the bad ones. Apparently 2 of them are good and 2 of them are bad, so I don't know which one is bad. I'm gonna guess it's the front one. I would think. So let me take it off. And let's take off the brake pads. Yeah, I think it's the front ones. You can see 14%. That's very bad. Let's take this off as well. One rusted bolt. Unbolt. Once we level up, all these processes are going to go much quicker. But because we're still new, it's like we're inexperienced, so even unbolting the bolts take time. That's just what it is. Okay, so I think that one is also very bad, 14%. So I think it's the front brake pads. All that we have to do is to just take the rear tires, and then we can buy new tires, new set of brake pads, and then we can complete this order. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. This one doesn't even use a brake pad. It uses a brake drum. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's separate the tires. Where the hell is that thing? I'm lost. Where is it? Where is the tire separator? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna separate tires. I think they're all the same from the looks of it. Yeah, they're all the same. So we need 75R 15 ET. For now, let's separate them. Okay, take that off. Separate the next one. But like I said, the rims are fine. So the only thing we're gonna buy is the tires. Separate. 2 more to separate, and we're good. It's a nice looking car though. Yeah. I'm a fan of vintage cars. I'm not really a huge fan of these modern ones. I own an Audi 80 in real life. That car is my baby. I got it fixed up last year with my dad. No, I wish I could show you guys a picture, but it looks really good. Let's see. So 2 brake pads and tires. Yeah, okay. First, let's check. What's my inventory? A 215 75R15. 215 75R15. So let's go to the tire shop. Let's get one of these tires. Now, this is a vintage car, so I'm gonna give it some kind of vintage look. I know it's dirty and all that, but it wouldn't hurt to give it some nice, vintage tires. So I'm gonna go with something like this. 215. Was it 215? I think the width was 215, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Let me check again. Yeah, 215. And the radius, I think, is 75. I think that was it. 215. 215, 75. Hopefully I'm not buying the wrong tires. Let me check one more time. Yeah, 215, 75. Alright, that's it. It reset. Shit. So 15. I forgot again. What's going on? Oh yeah, I forgot you can actually add it to the lists, your shopping list, so you can bring it up here. 215, 75 R15. Did I just remove it? God. Okay. R15, 215, and 75. So we need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. That costs 816. and I'm gonna hit enter to buy. And then we need brake pads as well. So let's get in here. Let's type in pads. I'm gonna get 2 of those. Now they come in pairs, so we're just gonna get 2, and then we'll get. All right. Now let's fit in the brake pads. And then the brake caliper. And then obviously we haven't set up the wheel yet, so we can't mount it yet. There we go. A good thing about this is that you can also sell the parts that you changed for the clients. So for example, if you take a look here, you can see the old brake pads are here. You can kind of sell them if you wanted to. So you can sell it for like 3 credits and stuff, because the client is not going to ask them back. So you can keep it if you want. All right, let's install some rims and tires. And let me see. Yeah, let's sell this. Let's sell this. Let's take this off. Install a new one. Let's align this one. Okay, done. Take this off. Put a new one on there. Align this one. Alright, let's take that off. Take this off. Install the final one. And let's balance the third one here. And then let's balance the final one. Alright, now we can install them. First one. Let's go on to the rear side, left to rear. Install this one as well. Nice. And then let's go to this. Install. There you go. And finally, we're going to install the front right tire. I think that should complete the order. Alright, there we go. I think that's about it. Let's check and see. Yeah, so everything is fixed. Now we can just hit finish order here. Hold on. Where? Wait, what? What's other tasks? Oh my god. How did I not see this? It says change brake fluid, drain old and refill, change power steering, drain old and refill. Sure. Alright, so brake fluid, power steering. So let's drain. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Tools. Let's drain the other one out. We're gonna drain this out. It's old. Now I want to fill it with a new one. Power steering. Okay, there we go. Again, we don't want to fill it to the brim. You can see where it marks the maximum. Alright, that's where we're going to leave it. Alright, where's the brake fluid reservoir? There we go. Actually, let's drain it first. Alright, now I'm going to fill it with a new fluid. Again, where the circular disc is in the middle of the reservoir, that's where we want to end it. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, one more thing. Windshield wiper fluid, I think he said. There we go. So we're gonna take that out as well. And we can fill it up. Again, it's gonna end right where the plastics meet. So right about there, we're good. Close, get out, close that, and that should be done. Let's see. Yeah, all done. So for that reason, I think we get a job bonus. There we go. Finish order. I think we made about 2,000 credits of profit. So that's good. Nice. Let's go into our inventory and then sell all the tires. Now the good thing is you could keep this tire for another client that could be asking for a new tire. And if they don't mind the condition of the tire being 17%, you can resell it to them and then they're going to pay for the new tires. But obviously this is way too damaged to use for any client. So what I'm going to do instead is to sell it. So I'm going to sell, and sell. Any parts that I would consider keeping should have to be like 35% and above in condition. And that's when I keep it. So we have a case here we can open. Let's open that and see what we get. Okay, pick 2 cards. So I'm going to take second. Okay, we get 16 credits. That's not a lot, but I'll take it. Let's take this. Barn location. Nice. Yes. There we go. Done. I think that should be everything out of the inventory. Now let's see what other job we can take. Where's the phone again? There we go. So let's see. Repair with parts of minimum condition. Okay. Sounds interesting. This one is also minimum condition. So I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this one for now. Okay. Let's see. So I don't know if we can examine the car to see. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I haven't played this game in a while, so I've forgotten how the examination kind of works, but I can see right there that a brake pad needs fixing. Also there. If I'm not wrong, I think there might be some here too. Okay, this one looks to be in good condition. Let's see. Yeah, we'll mostly have to take off the car to find out. And for parts that are like inside the engine, I think I saw something. Hold on. Yeah, for parts that are like inside the engine, like the pistons and the piston rings and what do you call it? Stuff like that, spark plugs and stuff. You can't really know until you take apart the engine, so that one is a bit annoying. But I don't think I'm gonna go there right now. I'm gonna start around the car and make sure we have the list. So if I go in here and take a look at the list, so okay, he gave us a list to follow, so we don't really have to worry about anything else. So we have brake pads, brake caliper, and the ABS module. ABS being the anti-brake system. So let's take this into the shop. Move into car lift A. Nice. Let's take that up. Okay. So 3 brake pads, 1 brake caliper, and 1 ABS module. Noted. Let's see. I don't know if I should turn on the radio for some music or just keep it off. I don't know. Let's see. No, I'm gonna keep it off. It's too loud. Okay, so let's see. I think when I examined it, which I'm gonna do again, I think I saw the parts that had the terrible brake pads. Where is it? Examine mode. Yeah, I think, yeah, here. So both the brake caliper and the pads are damaged. And then here, I think for here I can't really see what's going on. Let's see here. Yeah, so I can see right there that the brake pad is damaged. Let me see if I can see it here too. Yeah, so it's this and then this and then that. So let's start by dismantling this tire. So obviously we have to take off the caliper because it's also damaged. We also have to take off the brake pads. And then I think this side is fine, so we don't have to touch that side. Just go here. Oh, take camera. I will fix give you. Take camera. I will fix give you. I mean, my fixing. I finish. I sounds to go here. Another mechanic make it fix again. So, if you are cool with that. All right. So these brake pads are damaged. We have to take that off. Then we take this off as well. Okay, so that's 3 brake pads and 1 caliper, and I think the ABS module, we should be here. So basically what this does is ABS meaning like anti-lock braking system. And what that does is if you are, say, driving, and then normally when you kind of instantly hit your brakes out of nowhere, like full force on the brakes, and then hit it hard, normally what happens is that your wheel will lock. It will lock up. So when you're kind of like basically like steering or something, it will lock up the wheel and it won't be rotating, something like that. So this is what prevents that. It stops that from happening. So you could apply as much force as you want on the brakes and it will still keep rolling and turning as normal or as responsive as it could get it to be. That's what this is for. So let's take that off. And that effect is usually very dominant in front wheel drives. So like when I say front wheel drives, what that means is that the car is powered, the engine powers only the front wheels. Okay, if you take a look at this engine, I can straight away tell that it's a front wheel. Okay, it's an all-wheel drive. It's an all-wheel drive. And the reason I say that is, if you take a look here, the engine or the shafts here are connected to the engine, which means it's receiving power from the engine into the wheels, both wheels. And then if you take a look at the middle here, we have the drive shaft connected to the gearbox, which goes all the way to the back and then powers the rear wheels as well. So it goes in here, comes in here, powers the 2 rear wheels. So this car that we have here is an all-wheel drive or a 4-wheel drive, basically. All right, so that's the ABS module, 1 brake caliper and 3 brake discs. So we have the brake discs here. Let's buy 3 of them. We need a caliper. Did I spell it right? Brake caliper? It's 1L. Okay, I'm gonna buy 1 of that, and I'm gonna buy the module. Do we have that here? I don't think it's here. Yeah, it's not in this shop. So I'm gonna have to get that. I think it's an electronic, so it has to be in a electric shop if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get in here. Let's mount the ABS module back. Okay, and now we can mount our brake disc. Then we can mount our brake caliper. Wait, okay, I thought I bought way too many brake calipers, but I think we're good. We just bought one. And finally, the wheel itself. Okay, there we go. Let's go over to the back side. And yeah, let's give it this. Send that in. And finally, the wheel. Alright, let's get to the final side. Mount, brake pads. I'm gonna add in the brake calipers. Bolt those in, and then finally the wheel. So yeah, that's the good thing about this game. If this was real life, you're bound to make a lot of mistakes. Like I said, this is just for educational purposes only. You can't really be like, oh, I played a CMS, so I'm a car mechanic. No, but you can definitely go like, oh, you know, like engine misfiring. Oh, spark plugs. Okay, I could go like, oh, brakes are not really, you know, working well. You could be like, oh, it's the ABS module, or it's the fuel or something. You know, something like a general knowledge thing. Because if you try to use this as a guide to fix your car, you are bound to mess up big time. Because in this game, if you forget to put something on a car, it will tell you that you forgot to put something on a car. But in real life, obviously, no one is going to tell you that. So you could mess up real bad. That is why you should leave that to professional mechanics, like my dad. Anyways, what's left? I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, it's done. So we can finish the order and send it to the owner, and then we can take another order. But first, let's sell the old parts. I'm going to sell the ABS module. That's money, 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 money. There we go. I think we made a lot on that one. Pretty much almost the same. But yeah, let's take... Ooh. That almost looked like a Ferrari. I think I'm going to take that. It says... You can see here it says poor brake performance. So we obviously know what we're going to be paying attention to in that car. So both of them are poor brake performance. So we're obviously not going to be opening the engine up. We're not going to be opening anything aside from the wheels, because that's the only thing he's complaining about, and we don't want to waste too much time on something that we're not going to be doing. So let's bring the car in. And obviously we're going to be working on the wheels, so we have to take this inside. So move the car to car lift A. Now let's lift it up. Let's see if he provided a list. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, so he did provide a list. Brake disc ventilated. Brake disc ventilated. Brake disc. I'm going to guess these are front disc, and this is probably back disc, and then an ABS pump. Alright. I think let's examine it first and see. So yeah, obviously the brake disc needs changing. You can also see from here that brake disc needs changing. Then this one as well. And then the ABS pump, which is here, also need to change that. Alright. Come on. There we go. Let's take this off. take off the brake caliper. Take off the brake disc. No, I want to take off the brake disc. Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Take that off as well. I think the final one is this one, but first let me check and be sure. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. I'm gonna have to take this off. And this is gonna get much more fun once we start getting into the much more trickier problems. I think they are still giving us baby issues because of how new we are in the game. But trust me, this game can get really, really complicated. It can give you headaches if you're not, being able to find the parts that have the issue. It can be annoying, and in the process, you could waste good amount of money that you don't want to waste. We're gonna get there, and then you guys will know what I mean. Wait, is this an electric vehicle? Oh, it's an electric vehicle. No way. Let me take a look. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are the batteries. It's an electric vehicle. Alright. We need 2 brake discs ventilated and 1 brake disc, then an ABS pump. Alright. So here's the ABS pump. We can buy that. Then let's go over into the main shop and then get the brake discs. So 1 brake disc and 2 ventilated discs. Alright. Let's get here. Start mounting things up. Add in the brake disc. Brake pads. Add in the brake caliper. And finally the wheel. Nice. Let's see. This side next. Mount things up. Brake disc. Brake pads. Brake caliper. And finally the wheel. But like I said, this game will feed you. It will give you things step by step. But in real life, it's not going to be like that. You're going to have to figure everything out yourself. So don't go playing this game and thinking you can fix your own car. Yes, you can get the general knowledge, but trust me, you can't. You can't really fix your own car with this game. Maybe some things, but not everything. Yeah. Rims. There we go. Now the final thing that is left is the ABS. Alright. So once we're done, we can take the car for a test drive and then test the braking system and see if it's good. I think it should all be good now, but we'll still test it and see. Oh yeah, I think it has brake fluids, so that's done. Okay, so before we go, let's sell these parts. Like I said, the only parts that I'll keep is ones that are beyond 35%. Alright, so let's take it for a test drive, shall we? I think normally I have to go here. Not really. Yeah. How do I go to the map? Yeah, there we go. Test truck. Yes, this car. Wait, what? Did I put the wrong wheel in the wrong place? Hold on. Let me see. Huh. Yeah, I don't think we took this one off, did we? No, we didn't take this one off. So it has to be let me see. It's gonna be annoying. This is why you always pay attention. Okay, I'm gonna have to take them off one by one. I don't know which one it is. Let me take this one off as well. So basically what's happening here is this car has two different sets of tire sizes. So I think the rear wheels are slightly bigger than the front wheel, and seeing as I took one of the rear wheels off, I think I mistakenly put one of the supposedly front wheels on the rear wheel, and that's not going to be good. So let me check the inventory and see. Yeah, so you can see here we have 55, and here it's 45 for the profile. So I think, if I'm not wrong, I think the 55, usually the larger ones go to the back and the smaller ones go to the front, if I'm not wrong. So we're going to put 45 here. Am I right? Hold on. Just to be safe, let me take this off. And let's see. Yeah, okay, so in this case, it seems like, yeah, I was right. So the smaller ones are in the front, and the larger ones are in the back. So I'm going to put 175. And then 175 width here as well. This. Sometimes it's hard to tell that the tires actually have different sizes. I think we should be good now. Alright, now let's go test the car and see how it goes. So, test truck. Yes, gonna take that and drive. Alright. But obviously it's an electric car, so you're not gonna hear anything. Oof, so much torque. Yeah, seems like brakes are good. So much torque in this car. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Car is fast. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, the brake system seems to be good now. You can see the conditions of the stuff that we got. These are the new stuff we got. So the brake disc ventilated, both of them. And I think we are good. Okay. I think that should complete that order. There we go. Do we have any skill points we can use to Upgrade. Do we have any? Yeah, so I think we have one. So let's see. Let's move faster by 2%. Ability to fix parts from group 1. Increased chance of instant repair by 2%. Increased screwing speed. This I might get. Increased mounting and unmounting speed. 5% discounts on parts you buy. Cart's time to examine a part. I think I'm going to buy this one instead. So unlock. And that should be good for now. Okay. So it's step by step. Now we've made a profit of about 1,000 credits or 2,000 credits. I'm not too sure on our previous job. So let's see. So I'm mostly going to be doing this by reading the problem that we have here so we can better understand. So here he says, she says, "Hi, my name is Joanna. I was referred here by my neighbor. He's a car dealer. I hear that your repair shop has been up and running since quite recently. But you look like a promising mechanic. It is almost annual service time." Annual service. Okay, so one thing you also don't want to be doing is be servicing your car annually. I'd recommend like at most 3-4 months for you to be servicing your car. That's if you want to keep it in good condition. You don't want to wait a whole year before you service your car. That's a bad idea. So it is almost annual service time. My body doesn't seem to have any problems, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Please change the oil, filters, and fill the missing fluids. I haven't had time for that recently. John mentioned that there was tapping in the camshaft, so this we probably have to get into the engine for that to get access to the camshaft. I don't know what he meant. Perhaps it will make more sense to you. Please take care of my car. Have a good day. Okay, I think we will accept that one. I bet there's another electric cars. I just don't like electric cars. So we're going to take this one. Now this one is going to be a bit annoying because we have to get deep down. Well, not deep down, just this area here to access the camshaft. So let's see. Let's see if they got us a list. Yeah, so you can see here it says part not discovered, part not discovered, part not discovered. These are up to us to find. That was what I was talking about in the beginning. So we can't really know what the problem is until we find it. But I have a feeling it will probably be in the engine area, around the camshaft area. So once we take that out, we will try and see if that's the case. Alright, now before we get started, I want to take care of the bonus stuff first. So we're going to have to change every single liquid in here. So that's the brake fluid, the coolant, except for the engine oil, and change the power steering fluid as well. So coolant, brake fluid, windshield wiper, and power steering. So let's do all of that right now. We're going to siphon it out. And while we're at it, let's do the same thing for this. I think he said to change it. He didn't say to top up. So we're going to have to drain it out. There's one more thing left. What was that? Yeah, the power steering fluid. There we go. And so you can see how brown it is. That means it's old. That is why you don't want to wait a whole year before you service your vehicle. Alright, so part mount, and we're going to fill the brake fluid. Yeah, I can't really see, but I can't really know if we're getting to the top, because I can't really see the reservoir. Okay, I think that should be about good. Yeah, there we go. Now let's go over to the let's fill the power steering first. So we're gonna fill that to the max. There we go. That's good. Let's go over to the coolant. right, that's also good. Finally here, windshield wiper fluid. Okay, that's good. All right, so that should take care of the extra tasks. So I think all that we have left now is the oil and parts. So let's get the car inside and let's start the surgical procedure. Okay, so I'm gonna get this up. We have to drain the oil out. Let's get it up again. Let's drain the oil out before we start anything, just so we don't end up spilling it at some point in time. So use equipment. There we go. All right, now move equipment. Okay, let's slow it back down. Open the trunk. Let's take a look at the parts again. So rubber bushing, that's going to be some kind of suspension stuff, most likely. Serpentine, that's going to be an engine belt. Spark plugs. So yeah, we're going to be diving a little deep into the engine this time. But before we do that, I kind of want to change. You know, let's take care of let's take care of the engine parts first. All right, so let's take this off. Climbing cover. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take off the chain. So you can already see what's damaged here. There's the camshaft that we have to change. You can see how it goes through the entire top part of the engine. Alright, so to access that, we have to take this off. And to take that off, we have to take off a lot of stuff. That's when this game starts getting annoying, but also realistic, because you can't really pull this out. You have to take off everything that surrounds it before you can take it out. So we're going to take out the ignition coils. And let's take this off. Okay, so I think two spark plugs were damaged, if I recall correctly. Yeah, two of them damaged. So I think I can already see one here, and the other one is this. So these two. Okay. Now let's get the camshaft. One more. Okay. All right. Something is still blocking this, and I think it has to do with this area. Yeah, so we have to take off the pulley. We take off the belt. We take off the pulley. We have to take off the cover. Yeah, and then finally, there's a lot of damaged stuff here. So we have an idler roller, we have a serpentine belt that needs changing. We have a cam gear, a belt tensioner. All these things need changing. So we're going to start by taking off. Let's see, what's stopping this from coming off? The belt. What's stopping the belt? This, okay, so the belt tensioner will come off first. And I think normally what I like to do is I like to add it to my shopping list before I remove it. And I'll do the same thing here. So shopping list, add, before I take it off. The same thing here, shopping list, add, before I take it off. And I think the cam gear also needs changing, so we're going to add that to our shopping list and take it off. And then finally we can add the cam gear, the camshaft as well, and then take that off. Okay, nice. I think that should, yeah, we still have 4 parts not discovered. I don't know what those could be, but I don't think it has anything to do with the engine. It will probably be something about suspension. Everything seems to look good. Okay, let me try examining the car first and let's see. Yeah, I see a rubber bushing here that needs changing. Another rubber bushing. Another one there and another one there. What else? Okay, so what we're going to do first is let's take off the wheels as well. Now let's make sure we have that part not discovered thing cleared off before we start putting things back together. I might get some drink real quick. All right, now let's take off the brake caliper. Let's take off the brake disc. Brake disc ventilated. Let's see. Yeah, so I think these bushing also needs to be changed. It has issues. I think that one as well. Let me see if these ones are in good condition. Yeah, this one is good. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah, it's also good. Alright, now let's get to the back. And let's take this off. Take this off. Take off the brake pads. It needs changing. I think some of the bushings here also need changing. This one seems to look good. Take a look at this. So it looks good. All right, let's get here. Let's take this off. Yeah, so I think the brake pads here also needs changing. Okay. Is there anything else I may have missed? Let's take this off. Nice. We're gonna take this off. Okay, let's see if we discovered everything. Yeah, so I think we got everything discovered now. All right. Okay. So I think we're gonna have to buy all these things, then get them in. We're gonna start with the belt tensioner. Then we're gonna get 2 brake discs, brake discs ventilated, and 4 brake pads, and then we're gonna check the rest. So, belt tensioner, brake discs ventilated. Two brake discs ventilated, and 4 brake pads. Okay, let's get back in here and let me see. We need a cam gear and a camshaft. Cam gear, camshaft. So cam gear. Then a camshaft. I4B. Hold on, let me check that again. Okay. I4B. Camshaft. There we go. No, this is an I6. Where's an I4? There we go. Alright, one more is left. We need an idler roller, one ignition coil, and one oil filter. So idler roller, ignition coil, oil filter. Was it an A or B? I think it's an A. It's an A, yeah. Ignition coil as well. I think those coils might not be here. They might be in the electric shop. Yeah. Yeah. So electronics coil. We're gonna get one of that. And then I think what else is left? Oil filter, 4 rubber bushings. It's probably an I4. I didn't check, but I think I'm gonna take the risk. I think it's an I4. Buy it. Let's check and see. Yeah, I was right. I4. Rubber bushings, 4 rubber bushings. Serpentine belt A, I4. B. Serpentine belt A, I4B. So this one right here. Now we're gonna get the bushings. 4 rubber bushings. And then I think, let's see. What else is left? 2 spark plugs. Those are probably in electronics. Oh, shit. Yeah. There you go. Spark. 2 of them. And we'll get... Alright. Now let's start putting things back together. Let's maybe start with the engine. So part mount, we're going to put in the camshaft. Let's put that in. And finally, this one. Alright, now we can cover that up. Now let's put in the spark plugs. New ones. All the ignition coils go in as well. And let's get over to the cam gear. Put in the idler roller. Put in the serpentine belt. Belt tensioner. Timing cover. And I'm going to put in the crankshaft pulley. And in the final belt. Final idler roller. Nice. I think that's about the engine. Let's not forget the cam gear here. Put in the timing chain. We put in the cam gear. And finally the cover. Nice. So I think that does it for the engine. If I'm not wrong. Yeah. Yeah. So all that is left is suspension and brake pads. Let me send this up and let's change. Let's change the oil filter. I think I drained it already, so we don't have to do that again. There we go. Did we buy? Yeah, I think we did. So let's mount that in. Get the new one in. I think we're good. Let's not forget to add in the oil. All right. Okay, seems to be good. Let's fit the tires on, and then I think we're good to go. So let's start with this. You know what? Let's make sure we have the right tires. Are they all the same? Yeah, I think they all look the same, so it shouldn't matter. Okay, nice. Now this. Brake pads. Brake caliper. And finally the wheel itself. Alright, let's go here. I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, we have to fit in some bushings here. So this one. And that one. Wait, so where did these other two go? I have 2 extra bushings. Yeah, I think here. We can't really... Okay, yeah, hold on. I think we can take it off. I think the opposite one is also probably damaged. Yeah, I was right. So let's put this back in first. Then we're going to go to that one. Then let's get rid of that. Then I want to put in the new one. Nice. Now let's fit the rest of the tire on and then call this car done. Brake pads, brake caliper, finally the wheel. Okay, I think that should be it. Let's check and make sure. Yeah, I think that's everything. Nice. Let's take the car outside. Then let's start it up and see if everything is good. Garage entrance, eh? Nice. Yep, we're good, alright. Okay, so that's done. Let's see. Alright, finish order. Let me just get into the inventory and sell everything below 30. I want to hit V. Let's say 40, then sell parts. We're going to keep this one just in case a future client comes and they don't mind having an oil filter that's 65%. So I'm going to keep that one. Or something else. Let's open this. $17. 87 XP. I'll take it. Alright, let's go back inside. Now let's take a look at our toolbox. We have another skill point, but I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that yet. Yeah. Alright, let's see what else we have on order. Yeah, I'm going to ignore these two for now. Let's get here. Good morning. Hey, hello, young man. Please help me. I set off on a ride and my car stopped working. It just shut down suddenly. Fortunately, some good young men told me to your workshop. If it weren't for them, I'd rather not go into it. Please see what you can do to get it up and running again. I have no idea what could have happened. Usually everything was working fine, just fine after a 6-month break. Thanks for setting up a workshop here in the middle of nowhere. In the meantime, please allow me to use the restroom. I'll see you soon. Okay, so this is one of those things where the client doesn't actually know what's wrong with the car. Let's accept that. And before we take it inside, let's examine and see if we can find what the issues are. Yeah, and so far you can see a lot of red things. So we have the radiator. We have the alternator. I can already see the alternator also having an issue. The starter, oil filter, ignition coils, the belts, the pulley. Yeah, I think it's mainly engine related. I think the fuel filter. Yeah, I think that's the fuel filter. Yeah, and the fuel pump also has issues. Okay, this should be fun. Alright, so let's go back to, let's see if we have a list to work with here. Yeah, so we have some lists. Change oil and refill with new one. Change brake fluid. Change coolant fluid, change power steering fluid, and refill windshield wiper. Almost like the first one we did. Alright, so move to car lift A and let's get to work. Alright, so first things first, like we did with the first one, I'm gonna fill in all the fluids before we proceed. So first of all, let's take it out. Let's do the where's that one? Where is it? There we go. I want to drain this one as well. I want to drain this one as well. And I think we, okay, yeah, we can. Okay, nice. There we go. All right, now let's fill it. We're gonna start with the windshield. Windshield wiper fluid done. We're gonna do the power steering. Power steering fluid done. We're not gonna fill this yet because we have to change it, so I'm gonna leave that for now. Let's head over to the brake side and let's fill that as well. Alright, so from what I saw, I don't think there are any missing parts. Everything is here. We changed the fluids. Let's drain the oil from the engine before we start taking things apart. Drain. Let's move that back to its place. And yes, so braking system all look good. That doesn't need any changing. It's mainly the performance, mainly a performance issue. Okay. let's bring that down. And then let's start taking it apart. I don't know if we have to go into the engine as well. Probably that might be good. So first things first, the starter. So let me open. Let me see. Let me see if I can shopping list. Yeah, so let's remove all of these. Yeah. Now for this time, for each part that we dismount that we have to buy, I'm gonna add it to the shopping list before we dismantle it. So I'm gonna take this shopping list, add to shopping list before we take it off. Nice. This we can only access under the car. The belt as well also needs changing, so I'm gonna add that to the list, and then we take it off. Pretty sure the alternator also needs changing, so when I add that in, change it off. The roller also needs changing, take that off. Belt also needs changing. Water pump also needs changing. This seems to look good. I think that one is fine. Yeah, everything else here looks fine. I think the ignition coil we have to change too. So add to shopping list, and let's take that off. Okay, what else? There's something wrong in here. I think we might have to take it off completely to see it. Let's add this also to the shopping list. So let's take it off. What else? Yeah, the fuel filter. Anything else? Oh, the spark plugs are also damaged. Interesting. Alright, so I think we need 4 of them because they're all done. They're done for good. So add to shopping list. We're gonna take it off. Again, add to shopping list. Take it off. Add to shopping list. Take it off. And finally, add to shopping list and take that off. Now, one thing I don't want to do is to get inside the engine because I can't really confirm from what I've seen outside. I can't really confirm if there's an issue inside the engine, and taking off, like I said, taking apart the engine can be a pain sometimes. But looking at the throttle here, I can see something is rusted in here. So I don't know if we should take that. Let's take it off and see. Okay, well, it seems to be fine. Let's put that back. Yeah, I think it's fine. 69%. Let me see. Repair with parts of minimum condition. Okay, so we have to change that. We have to change it. Shopping list, add. Because she wants the minimum condition to be 75%, and that's 69. So we have to take it off. Yeah, I don't know if that's everything. Oof. Clutch release bearing. Are you kidding me? Timing belt, water pump, starter. I think we found all of these. The relay we haven't found yet. Alternator we have. Belt tensioner we have. We have this. This is all gearbox stuff, so I think we have some issue in the gearboxes. Fuel filter. I already took that. Fuel pump also needs changing. Ignition coil, we already found it. Oil filter we also found. So let's make our way, before we make our way to the gearbox, let's take the fuel pump out. Now let's make our way to the gearbox. I think we can only access it after we take this off, and the car needs to be up for us to take that off. And then there we go. Now first of all, let's take out the oil filter. Forgot to add that to the shopping lists. Let's add it in. Let's take off the drive shaft so that we can have access to the gearbox. The gearbox is internals. Why is it not working? There we go. Alright, now let's focus on the gearbox. Let's take this off. Nice and easy. So obviously we have to change the release bearing. And the pressure plate seems to be fine. But the clutch plate needs changing. Let me add that to the shopping list. I think that's about it. Is there anything else I may have missed? Got the clutch plates, release bearing, ignition coils, all these I think I found them. Fuel pump. Relay. Relay is an electronic. It should be here. Should be here somewhere. So let's bring the car down. Let's make our way to the relay. I don't know if I can find it. Let me check that again. What does it say? Relay type B. Yeah, I think is this the damaged one? Or is this the damaged one? Or is it this? I don't even know. Let's take them off one by one and see. Okay. She said 75, so I think that was the right one we just took out. Oh no, it's this. Okay. Okay. So one relay, type B. Let me put these back. And we're gonna add this to our shopping list. And I think that's everything. Let's go get them. Alright, so shopping list. I'm gonna go starter. I'm gonna buy that. Now let's remove that. We're gonna go serpentine belt A. That doesn't seem to be here. Oh, we're in the electronic shop. Yeah. So serpentine belt A. Buy that. Get it off the list. Alternator. That's electronic. Shopping list. Alternator. Now what that does is it charges your battery to, what do you call it? It draws power from your engine and then uses that to charge your battery and keeps it charged so you don't have to, charge your battery every time you start your car. Alright, let's see. I want to take off the alternator, idler roller. That's in the main shop, or main. There we go, idler roller. Move that from this list. We have serpentine belt. I want to remove that from the list. Water pump. Remove that from the list. Ignition coils. That's also in electric. Ignition coils. Radiator is obviously going to be in here. Let's remove that. Fuel filter. Remove that. Spark plug. Electronics. We need 4 of those. Open shopping list. Remove this. Let's get this as well. Now let me remove that. Now let's go back to the main shop. Throttle. Fuel pump. Oil filter. Clutch release bearing. finally the clutch plate. Okay, I think we have everything now. Let's start putting it back together. So part mount. Let's put the shuttle on. Let's put in the spark plugs. Put in the alternator. Put in the ignition coils. These are what these ignition coils basically they collect current from your battery and then convert it to high voltage currents that are supplied to the spark plugs for combustion of fuel in the engine, basically. Okay, so let's see. Water pump. Put that in. Wanna fit the belt. Fit the idler roller. Fit the other belt. What else is left? Let's put the radiator on. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Is that everything? Should think so. Fuel filter, clutch plates, relay, timing belt. Ah, there's a timing belt issue. We have to get in here. Well, shit. Okay. I didn't know there was a timing belt issue. We have to take all that off again. Okay. Alright. We have to take this off. Now let's get into the timing cover. And this is the timing. Ooh, there's a lot of things in here that needs changing. We need a belt tensioner. Timing belt. And this as well. Cam gear. I don't think we bought those. I doubt it. Let me try mounting and see. Yeah, we haven't bought them. We have to buy them. So shopping lists, belt tensioner. Shopping list, timing belts. Shopping list. Cam gear. I think that should be everything. So let's mount them back up. Starting with the cam gear, gonna add in the timing belt. Add in the belt tensioner. Timing cover. Crankshaft pulley. The belt. The idler roller. The serpentine belt down here. Okay, there we go. Now let's check the condition again and see. Okay. Alright, everything seems to be looking good. Alright, let's mount the relay. Now let's cover that up. Okay. Let's send it up now. And let's put the gearbox. Or let's mount the gearbox. So we're gonna start with the clutch plates. That one needed changing. We've done that. The clutch pressure plate as well. I think for that it's fine. The bearing, that also needed changing. We can put in the actual gearbox. Okay, and now the drive shaft. And let's add in the fuel filter. I mean the oil filter. And then the starter. And hopefully that should be everything. Relay type A. Oh, the relay type A also needed changing. I see. Okay. Let's bring that down. Let's open this back up. This one also needed changing. Yeah. Okay. That should be in electronics. Relay. Type A. I think we should be good. Let's mount that back in. Let's cover that up. Let's add in the fuel pump. Should be back there. And now I think that should be it. Except the fuel filter. And there we go. That should be it. Alright, now all that is left is to fill the rest of the fluids. And then this is done. Alright, so let's start with the coolant. I want to fill that in. Okay, there we go. And finally the engine oil itself. Nice. So I think that should basically complete the order, if I'm not wrong. Everything seems to be good. Now we can go ahead and then test run this. So I want to take it. Now let's test run it and see how it's running before we give it to the client. Okay, looks like we're good. Let's see. It's running really well. So running solid. Yeah, so I think we can call it a success. We can call it done. We can just give the keys back to the client and she can be on her way. Nice. Okay, everything seems to be good. Let's go ahead and give it to the client so we can get paid. Alright, so that's another order finished. I don't know if we should do one more order before I leave. Let's see. Okay, maybe let's do. You know what? Let's just take it in, and then we'll do it. We'll continue on the next stream. So let me just take this one in. I want to select that one, and we're going to take the other. Now this one is closely looking like an Audi. To be honest, I think it's an Audi remake. Now, one thing about video games is it's hard to gain licenses for vehicles to be used in games. So usually what designers do is they'll take the design of the car and they will leave the trademark so that the car manufacturer doesn't come after them. So that's what you're seeing here right now. This is basically supposed to be an Audi, but The trademark has been removed. But yeah, once we expand the shop fully, we're gonna get mods that are gonna get us real cars like Nissan, like Toyota, like Audi, like BMW, even sports cars like Ferrari and Lamborghinis in here. We're gonna be building them from the ground up. So yeah, now that we have that order, this is where I'm gonna end it, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream on our step towards making this shop an even bigger shop. It's going to be so big. It's going to go all the way to the left side here, and I think maybe a little bit also to the right, but yeah, it's going to take some time. Okay, so before we go, let's see if we can spend this skill point. Parking alley cheaper. Let's buy the mountain speed, so I'm going to get that one. And yeah, in this one I'm going to end it, and the next time we come back in, we can fix this car and then move on to the next. So I'll see you guys in the next stream. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you learned something new about cars. If you didn't, come back again and then ask me all the questions you need on our next stream, and I will be happy to answer them for you. Alright, I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.